Thank you very much. You may have your seat. I can see the new national anthem is growing on us. Thank you so much. All right, now we're going to be welcoming someone very important to give us the welcome address for this launch. And I have the privilege of welcoming on stage the HR for Crop2Cash, Goodness Asset, for the welcome address. A round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Goodness Eshet, and I'm the head of People and Culture at Crop2Cash. It is my genuine pleasure to welcome you all to our event launch in partnership with the GSMA Innovation Fund. I would like to extend my warm welcome to all our honorable ministers, our distinguished guests, partners, and collaborators who have traveled to be with us, especially the Ministry of Communications, led by Dr. Bosun Tijani, the Ministry of Agriculture, led by Senator Abubakar Kyari, the Director of GSMA Innovation Fund, Mr. Wade Owojori, our banking partner, FCMB, represented by the Divisional Head of Agribusiness, Mr. Kudzai Gumi. The National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, the National Center for AI and Robotics, the Federal Ministry of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. We welcome you. Look around you in this room. We have gathered some brilliant and bright minds in agriculture, technology, and policy making. We have farmers who have traveled from far and wide, eager to learn about the tool that could change their livelihoods. We have government officials committed to supporting innovation that can drive our nation forward. And we have partners and stakeholders who believe, as we do, in the potential of Nigeria agriculture. This launch event of the National Hotline for Agriculture was birthed from our commitment to our mission as an organization and the need to address the fundamentals of hunger and poverty in Nigeria. And since its inception, Crop2Cash focus has been on churning out technological products that addresses the immediate needs of smallholder farmers who have successfully benefited over the last 6 years. And now we are jet towards serving millions of farmers across Nigeria. As we proceed with today's program, I invite you to imagine the possibilities. Imagine a Nigeria where every farmer, no matter how small or remote their village is, has access to expert agricultural advice at their fingertips. Imagine the impacts of food security on rural economies, on the fabric of our nation as a whole. Let me spare you the details of this event for later. In the meantime, be our guests as we unfold the hidden treasures of agriculture and the impact we are making. Thank you for being here to share this historic moment with us. Now, without further ado, let us begin the program that we introduce you to the National Hotline of Agriculture. A small step for technology, but a giant leap for Nigerian farming. Thank you and welcome once again.
Thank you so much, Goodness. Please, another round of applause for her. And like she said, we have farmers, we have media professionals, we have financial service providers, we have extension agents who have traveled from far and wide to be here today for this historic launch. And I would like us to be intentional in this event. Make sure that you get to know the person beside you for onward collaboration. Now we're going to be introducing some of our guests for the keynote message, but before then I would love to specially take a few moments to introduce our first keynote speaker. Our first keynote speaker is the Director for Innovation Fund for GSMA. That's Mr. Wade Owojori. He is the head of startups, grant management, and strategic partnerships, and he served as the head of the ecosystem accelerator at GSMA before taking up his current role as the director. Now, Mr. Wade Owojori has over 10 years of experience working in the telco industry, initially with mobile operators across Europe, US, and China on industry initiatives such as Rich Communication Services. And as a director of GSMA, Mr. Wade focuses on developing and managing the fund strategy and is responsible for shaping the support provided to early stage startups and oversees the insight and the monitoring, evaluation, and learning strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that Mr. Wade Owojori is a trailblazer and industry giant who is an inspiring example of excellence. And it is my pleasure and honor to welcome, together with a resounding applause for the keynote message, Mr. Wade Owojori. Please make those hands louder for Mr. Wade. Thank you so much for being here today.
That was an amazing introduction. For a moment, I was going to turn around and look to see if there was someone else called Wade Owojori here, but it's a pleasure to be here. Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to share a few words on behalf of the GSMA to talk about our ongoing partnership with Crop2Cash. So, as mentioned, my name is Wade Owojori. It's a privilege to be here to witness this milestone today. And I'll tell you a little bit about the GSMA Innovation Fund for those who are not aware. The GSMA Innovation Fund accelerates digital tech solutions that are addressing key global challenges. We do this by providing grant funding and tailored technical assistance. Our goal, and indeed our mission, is to enable innovators in low middle income countries to scale and amplify their social and environmental impact. Since 2020, the fund has received over 2,500 applications across Africa and Asia, and funding has been awarded to 56 organizations, which includes Crop2Cash. We decided to back Crop2Cash because we recognize the scale of the problem they are trying to solve. Frequent droughts and high temperatures from climate change are having a negative impact on maize production in Nigeria. Furthermore, farmers in northern Nigeria struggle to access financing that they need to scale and transform their operations and build resilience. And when we say build resilience, what we mean by that is the ability to adapt, anticipate, and absorb climate shocks. So to address this problem, Crop2Cash provides smallholder farmers with access to formal financing for agricultural inputs and enables them to receive digital payments and access to other digital financial services such as credit. It's for this reason the GSMA decided to support Crop2Cash back in November 2022 to connect farmers to high-yielding drought-resistant seeds via USSD and to provide tailored SMS weather advisory to smallholder farmers and to provide them with the best agricultural practices. Since partnering with the GSMA, Crop2Cash has had over 20,000 smallholder farmers access their USSD solution, 5,627 of which are women. Of these, 1,650 have purchased drought-resistant seeds. They've also helped to build financial profiles for more than 100,000 smallholder farmers and unlocked $2.8 million in credit. Farmers using their platform today have reported a 70% increase in their yields and in their income, I should say. I think you will all agree with me that Crop2Cash's efforts to address the impact of climate change on maize production and their efforts to provide financial services to smallholder farmers is commendable. The combination of USSD, tailored SMS advisories, and now AI-powered IVR solutions demonstrates a holistic approach to supporting farmers. It's heartening to see technology being leveraged for social and environmental impact. It's heartening to see generative AI being used in a way that's both inclusive and widely accessible. This is a solution for Nigeria by Nigerians. This is a solution that has the potential to scale across Africa. The GSMA are proud to support Crop2Cash on their journey. And with our funding, they have taken an idea and they've made it a reality. When the team came with the idea, we were initially skeptical, but the team were very persuasive. And I want to congratulate the Crop2Cash team for their endeavors, for their ingenuity, and for their hard work to make today a reality. And I'd like to encourage all the partners in the room to engage with the team and explore further strategic partnerships. And with those words, I just want to thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that short but inspiring speech. Thank you so much, Mr. Wadi. Another round of applause for Mr. Wadi, please. Thank you very much. Like I said, you all in this room today have front row seats to the making of history. And this is not just the launch of another tech innovation. This is the launch of a revolution that is going to disrupt the agriculture sector, and you have front row seats. So make sure you document this moment so when the history books are read, it will be said that you were in the room when history was being launched. Now, before I welcome our next speaker to give the keynote speech, I would love to just quickly recognize a few persons who have joined us this morning. I would like to start by recognizing Mr. Emmanuel Azaino, who is the lead consultant at Trade Hub under the USAID program. You're welcome, sir. I would also like to introduce Mr. Chika, who is the Chief of Party and the Extension Activity under Feed the Future project, also under USAID. You're welcome, sir. And I would like to also recognize Mr. Enes Ihedibo, who is an agribusiness consultant and Extension Activity Chief of Party under the Feed the Future project under USAID. You're welcome. Thank you so much for taking out your time to be part of history today. And last but not least, I would like to recognize the presence of Mr. Akin Alabi, the CEO and co-founder of Corporate Farmers International. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And I'm going to be introducing the next guest for the keynote message. And I'm super excited about this person because I've followed online. I'm super inspired by the work that he does, not just in his industry, but for the future of Africa as a whole. Now, Mr. Kudzai Gumunyu is a seasoned agricultural economist and agribusiness financial consultant who is skilled in financial risk, business planning, corporate finance, risk management, and banking. He currently serves as the divisional head of Agribusiness at FCMB, the financial partner for Crop2Cash. He is also the best-selling author of Hard-Boiled Egg Index, Surviving Hyperinflation in Zimbabwe, which is based on his experience in hyperinflation environment in Zimbabwe. Mr. Kudzai has been highly impactful in agribusiness finance, spanning Nigeria and Zimbabwe. He has been very innovative in introducing new agribusiness finance products, solving African challenges in agribusiness, and these are helping in mechanization, digital and agri-tech solutions to agriculture, financial inclusion, and community trading. Mr. Kudzai is an inspiration, a beacon of hope for what is possible as a young African in the agribusiness sector, and it is my honor and great privilege to welcome on stage for the keynote message, Mr. Kudzai Gumoyu. Please, a round of applause for Mr. Kudzai. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think I've been placed on a pedestal. I don't know whether it's, I think it's a bit too high for me. FCMB's decision, strategic decision to ramp up investments in agriculture industry began 12 years ago with the establishment of the agribusiness unit. Prior to that time, FCMB's agribusiness book contributed only 0.8% of total assets. 10 years later, the agricultural loan portfolio surpassed 12% mark with a healthy non-performing loans portfolio. The growth resulting from deliberate engagements with the industry from a strategic value chain perspective improved. And what we have seen is Africa has been doing things the same again and again, and we have been achieving the same results. But with innovation, we are seeing innovation that is solving a number of the pain points that are in the agricultural business space. One of the strategic initiatives that FCMB did was in 2018, FCMB launched what we called an Agri-Tech Hackathon competition. And in that inaugural hackathon competition, guess who were the inaugural winners? It was Crop2Cash. And I'm glad that Michael and Tim have not looked back ever since. They have been innovative. They have also worked with the bank. So apart from just being a winner, they are now a customer of the bank, and they are bringing business to us. We are working with them in financial inclusion, where we are onboarding farmers who are financially excluded using digital platforms, especially on the USSD platform. And of late, we have actually onboarded them on our banking as a service, where they are able to open accounts and become more like our master agent. And this has enabled the bank to acquire a lot of clients, and them also enabling their clients to access financial services. So it's a win-win situation that is enabling everyone to be served, that is enabling development, that is enabling a a lot of things to be done that were impossible a decade ago. FCMB consider agri-techs the future of agribusiness because of the digitally powered solutions they bring to solving the challenges at various points within the value chains. There have been technological advancements in crop production, in blockchain technology, Internet of Things, online marketplaces, and granting of farmers access to markets for their produce, access to finance and market information and extension services, just to make a few. There is no doubt that full potential of the industry can be unlocked using the right technology, allowing it to create wealth for all while contributing immensely to the overall GDP of the country. Today's launch of National Hotline for Agriculture by Crop2Cash in partnership with GSMA Innovation Fund is a testament to how technology and innovation can create positive disruptions to catalyze growth and development. Through this technology, every Nigerian farmer will have access to industry information on demand and in their preferred languages through a service powered by AI. This will significantly reduce information asymmetry, increase the adoption of agricultural innovations by farmers, and ultimately improve market efficiency. FCMB is elated to be part of Crop2Cash's success, and we wish them a successful launch. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Kudze said I put him on a pedestal, but I think I didn't even capture the full essence of who he is. He's super amazing. I've learned so much from just following him online, and you agree with me that that was such a short but impactful speech. Please, another round of applause for Mr. Kudze. All right, now very quickly we have Mr. Ephraim Dauda, who is the president, the chairman of the FCT chapter of All Farmers Association, joining us here today. Like I said, in this room today, we have farmers, we have financial investors, we have agribusiness owners, we have media personalities, we have civil servants, we have NGO workers, we have people from all walks of life, literally, and this is the beginning of a revolution, and I'm super excited that we all made it to the room today. Now, on the agenda next is, should I say, the highlight or the zenith of today's event. We are going to be looking at the National Hotline for Agriculture, but we're going to be introducing someone very, very important to take us through that session. And for the NHFA lunch for today, I have the privilege and the honor of welcoming the man of the moment, CEO and founder of Crop2Cash, to take us through the AI-powered NHFA speech. Please, a round of
Oh my, okay, this works. Just as they said, there's been a huge pedestal that everyone had to be on, and it's a bit shaky, but I'm glad to be standing on the shoulders of multiple giants in the room today. But yes, good afternoon, distinguished guests, farmers, partners, and friends. Today marks a significant milestone. Today marks a significant milestone in our journey as an organization, and we've been doing this, transforming the agricultural landscape and empowering smallholder farmers across our nation. We're here to launch an innovative solution, an AI-powered national hotline for agriculture. And one of the things that has led us to doing this is clearly, generally, how we've seen the entire country has been. But at Crop2Cash, our mission is clear, and that is to create prosperity for smallholder farmers. And we achieve this by developing technology solutions that unlock the best resources for them, from financial services to climate smart inputs, and now actionable advisory. Now, the impact of our work speaks for itself. Today, we've served nearly 500,000 farmers in Nigeria, with at least one farmer in 773 local government areas. I mean, we've got 774 local governments in Nigeria, and we've pretty much just covered the entire country. Now, thank you. Now, these farmers have collectively received approximately $2.8 million in credit from our very supportive partners in the finance and development sector. And I'd like to extend a special recognition to FCMB and USAID for their invaluable support. And as a result of these efforts, our farmers have seen their incomes grow by more than 70%. 70%. In unlocking credit for hardworking smallholder farmers, we understand one crucial fact, and it's that what they spend the credit on should give them enough returns to repay the credit while making enough to start building prosperity for their families. Sustainable agricultural practices are important, especially in our current reality of climate change. Now, that's why we've worked closely with the GSMA Innovation Fund to develop technology that makes access to climate smart inputs and drought resistant seeds available and accessible to smallholder farmers. And our pilot program on this initiative saw a massive 100% increase in the yields of our smallholder farmers. But to achieve this remarkable feat, we needed to train our smallholder farmers on how to use these inputs and implement the best sustainable agricultural practices. This exercise revealed a stark reality. The knowledge gap for smallholder farmers is extremely wide. In fact, 93% of smallholder farmers in Nigeria struggle with accessing reliable agricultural knowledge and information. This knowledge gap should ideally be closed by extension agents. Now, these agents are critical to the dissemination of new practices, improved knowledge, and information gathering for the government to support the agricultural sector better. They are the bridge between the agricultural research and farmers, ensuring that innovations reach those who need them most. Ideally, there should be one extension agent working with about 10 to 50 farmers. But the reality is far from ideal. We have one extension agent working with over 10,000 smallholder farmers. The extension agents we have today are working tirelessly, but there simply aren't enough of them to support the vast number of smallholder farmers we have. And we all know how challenging it is for farmers to produce enough to feed the nation. Now, while there are many reasons for these challenges, a critical one is the lack of access to extension, advisory, knowledge, and support. The impact of this cannot be overstated. Easy access to extension, advisory, and support can increase agricultural productivity by more than 25%, adding $60 billion to the economy. Now, this represents a huge opportunity to improve the food security of Nigeria. The solution to this challenge needs to reduce the gap from one extension agent to 10,000 plus farmers to the ideal of one extension agent to 10 farmers. Today, I'm proud to announce that we've gone even further. We've made it possible to have one extension agent working with one farmer. Distinguished guests, Farmers, partners, friends, I present to you the National Hotline for Agriculture.
In the quiet outskirts of Oyo State, where fields stretch endlessly, lies the humble home of Ajayi, a dedicated farmer. Every morning, Ajayi and his family rise with the sun, ready to face the day's challenges. Their lives, simple and routine, are built around their dreams for a better future. Ajayi's optimism is unwavering, even as he prepares for another day on the farm, hoping today will be better than the last.
Oh, Ajata, today is going to be a very good day.
But today brings frustration. The promised fertilizers haven't arrived, and time is running out. Ajayi's patience is tested.
Basiru, somebody. Hello? When are the fertilizers coming to the farm? Hello, Basiru. Somebody, hello?
It's been 2 days now. I think you should go to the market and meet him.
But you know, it's going to be a long journey even to get there.
In spite of the obstacles, he remains determined to provide for his family.
And your mommy, you know it's still going to be a very good day today. Ewolelo, go and help your mother out today. I need to get to the market and get all the things we need for the planting.
But I want to follow you.
You can't. The journey is far. See, I promise to get you a present.
Evenings at Ajayi's home are usually filled with quiet moments of hard work and study.
Ah, you're welcome.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Ekule, yeah. Yeah, thank you, my daughter. Thank you.
But tonight, disappointment looms as Ajayi shares the bad news from the market.
It was chaotic. Can you believe it? Bashiru sold all the fertilizers he promised us.
Why?
He said he has not seen us for 2 days now. And then he needs money. And there was someone else who is ready to pay for it. And he did not hesitate.
So, what now?
I guess it's going to be a very low season for us this year again. You know what? I really want to give our daughter a better chance than this. Look at them. Look at them. They are very smart. And I know they can excel if given the opportunities. And you know, opportunity, they say, comes but once.
You worry too much. Relax your mind. Our daughters, they may have a very bright future.
See, I hope so. I really want to give our daughter the better chance we never had. Well,
Dad, what do you bring for the market?
Oh, my daughter, that reminds me. Check inside the bag. My friend gave me some books, and he sends his regards too. And he says he's going to visit us very soon.
Dad, tomorrow is going to be a good day.
My daughter, you see, tomorrow is going to be a good day. You see? Why won't I worry?
Hey, let me...
I will worry. It was a long day today.
Ajayi reflects on his struggles. His mind races with worries about the farm and his family's future. In this moment of despair, he struggles to keep himself composed, but he summons the courage to push out a glimmer of hope. Among the old textbooks, a phone number catches his eye.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, ṣó fẹ́ gbọ́, Bashiru tuntun yìí kò nílò wàhálà ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ rárá. Mi ò dẹ̀ ní láti rin wákàtí 3 lọ sínú ọjà kí tó béèrè ohunkóhun tí mo fẹ́. And everything is totally free.
Ajayi eagerly shares this newfound resource with friends and neighbors. The community begins to see the potential for change, united by a promise of a better future. Ajayi's farm flourishes. The fields once barren now thrive with life, symbolizing hope and resilience.
Life as a farmer has never been easy. The long days, the uncertainty, the constant struggling to provide for the family. For years, we faced setback after setback, wondering if we would ever catch a break. But then, a glimmer of hope appeared. A simple phone number,
A new source of knowledge and support.
suddenly, my burden felt lighter. All I just needed was just a call, guiding me through the complexity of farming, how to make most of my land. With every call, I learned something new: how to nurture my crop, how to plant, and even how to study weather. My farm began to flourish, and so did my hope. The future now looked brighter. I have found my way through the struggles, and the answer to it is just a simple call.
It's not just a voice on the other end of the line,
But it's a new beginning.
a new chance for prosperity.
My new Bashir.
I'm a little bit emotional right now. Tomorrow is going to be a good day. And maybe tomorrow is today. The National Hotline for Agriculture is a true game changer in delivering equitable access to agricultural knowledge for smaller farmers who previously lacked such access. It's a revolutionary step towards democratizing agricultural information and support. And as you've seen in the video, the operation is remarkably simple. Smallholder farmers can dial the toll-free number on any device at any time from anywhere. The National Hotline for Agriculture is always available, 24/7, ready to assist our farmers whenever they need it. But the innovation doesn't stop there. The National Hotline can have full conversations in our local languages. Smallholder farmers from the north to the south, from the east to the west, can pick up the phone, call the hotline, and have conversations with their own personal extension agent in Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, or English, all in real time. It's as natural as speaking with any other person. Yet, this isn't just any other person or just any extension agent. This is an extension agent powered by artificial intelligence, equipped with the latest knowledge in agriculture, localized to fit the needs of our smallholder farmers in Nigeria. Farmers can ask questions ranging from how to use certain inputs to inquiring about weather forecast and how weather conditions can affect their farming operations. And to achieve this, we have fine-tuned the latest and most capable large language models. These models have absorbed an extensive knowledge base on agriculture, and we've localized all the information to fit the specific context of our farmers in Nigeria. The potential of this innovation is enormous, and by bridging the knowledge gap and providing instant, accurate advice, we're not just supporting our farmers, we're transforming the entire agricultural landscape of our nation. distinguished guests, the National Hotline for Agriculture is not just a technological marvel. It's a transformative tool for empowerment, efficiency, and inclusivity. And to go deeper into how this innovation will change the lives of smallholder farmers in Nigeria, please welcome Obed Balogun, our lead software engineer.
Hi everyone. Am I audible? My name is Obed Balogun, and I'm the lead software here at Crop2Cash. And I'm here to tell you about how this tool can help change lives. So empowerment is at the heart of this initiative. By providing farmers with instant to access critical agricultural knowledge, we're putting the power of informed decision making into their hands. Imagine a farmer in a remote village uncertain about how to combat a new pest threatening their crops. With just a phone call, they can now access expert advice that could save their entire harvest. This empowerment extends beyond immediate problem solving. It fosters a culture of continuous learning and improvement amongst our communities. The knowledge gained through this hotline will enable farmers to make better choices about crop selection, pest management, soil health, and market strategies. They will be equipped to adapt to changing climate conditions and implement sustainable farming practices. This newfound knowledge and expertise will not only improve their yields, but also enhance their resilience in the face of agricultural challenges. The efficiency gains are immense and multifaceted. No longer will farmers need to travel long distances or wait for infrequent visits from extension agents. The hotline provides instant advice, saving precious time and resources. This immediacy can make the difference between acting in time to prevent crop failure and losing an entire season's work. But the efficiency doesn't even stop there. By having access to timely information, farmers can optimize their use of input like fertilizers and pesticides. They can plan their planting and harvesting schedules more effectively, reducing waste and maximizing their yield. The time saved can then be reinvested in their farms or in pursuing additional income generating activities, further improving their livelihoods. Perhaps, most importantly, this hotline breaks down the language barriers, ensuring true inclusivity by offering support in Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, and English. We're ensuring that farmers across Nigeria can access this vital information in their native tongue. This inclusivity is very crucial for reaching out to our most vulnerable farmers and ensuring no one is left behind in this age of agricultural revolution. Consider the impact on women farmers. They often face additional barriers in accessing agricultural information. With this hotline, they can get advice they need without having to navigate social constraints that might limit their interaction with extension agents. Similarly, older farmers who might struggle with newer technologies can easily use a familiar tool, the phone. They can access cutting-edge agricultural knowledge. The AI powering our hotline is trained on a diverse range of agricultural practices, including traditional methods and modern techniques. This means farmers can receive advice that's not only scientifically sound, but also relevant and practically applicable to their various contexts. To truly understand the transformative power of the National Hotline for Agriculture, let's look at some real-life examples from our pilot projects, and early adopters. Let me share the story of Amina, a smallholder farmer from Kaduna State. Amina was struggling with low yields due to unpredictable weather patterns. Like many farmers in our region, she was stuck in a cycle of planting the same crops year after year, watching helplessly as changing rainfall patterns wreaked havoc on her harvest. After using the hotline, Amina received advice on drought-resistant crops and water conservation techniques. The hotline, drawing on localized climate data and agricultural research, recommended she try a specific maize variety that is drought-resistant and well-suited to her region. It also provided guidance on mulching techniques to conserve soil moisture. The result, Amina's yield increased by 40% in just one planting season. Thank you. But the benefits didn't even stop there. With her increased yield, Amina was able to sell her surplus at the local market, generating income, additional income for her family. She then used this money to invest in her children's education, and she was able to purchase a small solar panel, bringing electricity to her house for the first time. Now let's consider the story of Deji, a yam farmer from Osun State. Deji was losing a significant portion of his harvest to post-harvest rust, a common problem faced by many farmers in Nigeria. His traditional storage methods weren't keeping up with the changing climate conditions, and he was watching his hard work literally rot away. Through the hotline, Deji learned proper storage techniques tailored to his specific situation. The AI system, drawing on latest research in post-harvest management, recommended a combination of improved ventilation in his storage area and the use of locally available materials to create better insulation. But the advice again didn't stop there. The hotline also connected Deji to local markets and provided him with the information on current yam prices, empowering him to make better decisions about when and where to sell his produce. And the impact was dramatic. Deji's post-harvest losses dropped from 30% to just 5%. Now, combined with his improved market access, his income doubled within months. And with this additional income, Deji was able to invest in a small irrigation system, allowing him to expand his farm and start growing vegetables in the off-season. Now, these are just two examples of thousands of success stories we're seeing across Nigeria. With our early adoption program, we've shown an average of productivity increase by 30% amongst participating farmers. Now, this improvement translates to real improvements in livelihoods and food security for countless families. But the impact goes beyond individual farmers. In Amina's village in Kaduna State, the cooperative she belongs in also collectively decided that they were going to make use of the National Hotline for Agriculture for advice on improving their yields. The AI system, recognizing the potential for the community-wide impact, provided tailored advice on crop rotation and soil management practices suited to their specific conditions. The result was a village-wide transformation. Overall maize yields increased by 35% in Amina's village, and the quality of maize also improved. This caught the attention of a nearby maize processing plant, which now sources directly from Amina's village, providing a stable market for the farmers. The economic ripple effects have been felt throughout the community, with new businesses springing up and more children being able to attend school. Now, you've heard the story of Deji, of Amina, and the maize farmers in Kaduna. Now, I would like you to hear from one of our early adopters, Mr. Kirili. And to handle this session, please welcome with me Goodness Eshet, our head of people and culture.
Thank you for the introduction, Obed, and good afternoon once again, everyone. It's good to have you here. Mr. Curley, welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to be before you this afternoon.
Thank you. All right, so we'll jump right into this. So, Mr. Curley, can you tell us, I know that you have cassava, yam, and maize farming in your state, and that's been going on for a while. So can you tell us about your experience farming in your state?
Well, before I say anything, I know there is farmer in the house. Great farmer. Great farmer, no farmer.
No nation.
So you are all welcome in the mighty name of Jesus and in the name of Allah. Aha. Well, I'm a farmer. Ask Crop2Cash, when I asked even the hotline, what will I do? He said, I should not plant until late April. Some of my colleagues, they planted and they run at loss.
Wow.
Even some, after some time, they can't plant maize again. They have to be putting cassava stick because they were fed up. And things are costly now. When you buy seedling now, they are very, very costly. For you to plant once, twice, thrice. No, we are doing a Greek business. Not that, let me just plant it. I plant it on God. No. So when we have that knowledge, the knowledge will really help us. So when I adapt, according to their counsel, that I should plant late April. So when I begin to plant, the rain begins to fall little by little, and all my maize are doing well.
Fantastic.
If you get to my farm now, you will be very, very happy.
Fantastic.
Because
we're excited. Sorry to cut you. Okay, we're really excited. Thank you for sharing that experience with us. And I think for most farmers, it's actually important that you have access to the advisory that we provide you with to help you ensure that you actually make profit from whatever you have planted for the season. All right, so is there any other way that you think this hotline has been of help to you aside from advisory?
Well, they have been helping me in a lot of ways. Crop2Cash, as an organization, they associated themselves with input dealers and agrochemical company. So they are getting their inputs directly from the companies. You can't buy inputs from them and regret. Because all those ones that I used to buy from them, they are good ones. And they have been working for me perfectly. So when you buy any inputs from them, be fertilizer, be farm input, insecticide, any inputs, be rest assured. And all the ones that I've been buying from them for the past 2 years, I'm a living testimony. He has turned around my life and Crop2Cash, and will be an assistant to me in the area of giving loans. Before, when I'm doing farming, I will go to all this Lapo. In year 2020, I went to Lapo. I wanted to collect 50,000. They said I will deposit 10,000 down. I deposited that one, and they gave me 50,000. They said that 50,000 I used it to pay 60. No, that I collected 40,000. I used it to pay 60,000. And they say they gave me only just 3 months to pay. But in Crop2Cash, I don't need any maybe collateral or important personality before I can obtain their loan. When I get to them and they come to my farm to inspect it, they know that I'm a real farmer, not a fake one. That they will be saying I'm a farmer and they didn't do anything. They give me. And at due time, I used to pay their loan. For the past 3 years, I didn't disappoint them. And they themselves, they can't disappoint me. Anytime I need them, I will call the hotline, either for advice, either for any assistance in the area of my farming.
Amazing. Thank you, Mr. Akerele. He has benefited so much. He has more to say. I can see the sales, our lead sales rep at the back cheering him up like, yes, she's really excited because he's one of her best customers. So yes, so Mr. Akerele, thank you for all the amazing stories you've told us so far, and thank you for all the experiences you've shared with us. So to wrap this up, what would you say to other farmers who have not tried the hotline?
Well, I will just tell them the bitter truth. You know that in Ibadan, we have farmer fee school where the state government, they normally send their experts in agriculture. They will teach us, we farmers, that is the way we used to do, that is the way we used to go. But that day that the Crop2Cash came, they introduced themselves to us. Some of my colleagues, they said, na lie. But our leader, that day, he said, Where na lie dey, na in that true dey. They say, when this one comes, they say na lie. They can't do anything, they can't assist farmers. But I stick to that word of my leader that day. And I agreed. I begin to follow them. And God had been using them for me. So all those other farmers as well, I will advise you this afternoon, try Crop2Cash. Dial that odd number. It costs you nothing. As Crop2Cash has transformed my life, that now I can feed my family comfortably. They have transformed my farm, maybe doing one plot of land. I can now do yam about maybe over 2 acres. White yam, likewise cassava, likewise maize. And I used to plant vegetables. Every month I used to even sell vegetables. So they have been effective to me. So it costs you nothing. Try them. Yoruba used to say, even in an adage, he said, "Don't wolobi ya okere." Just try them. And you will know that they will convince you that truly they are very good friend of assistance to we farmers.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Mr. Akerele, for those inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we now know that the Nigerian hotline has been launched today, and every farmer should actually know about it. So even if you are not a farmer, you know a farmer that knows a farmer that knows another farmer, please inform them about it, and let's create more success stories across Nigeria. Thank you once again.
All right. So, well, thank you very much, Ms. Akerele, for making it all the way from Ibadan to join us today. But yes, you've heard the story of Amina, Deji, our women farmers in Kaduna. You've heard the story of Mr. Akerele. And these success stories illustrate a crucial point. The National Hotline for Agriculture isn't just about providing information. It's about catalyzing a wave of positive change that starts with individual farmers and ripples out to to transform entire communities. Now, while we celebrate these early successes, we're not resting on our laurels. Our vision for the National Hotline for Agriculture is ambitious and far-reaching. We see this as just the beginning of the technological revolution in the Nigerian agricultural sector. And for us, in the next 6 months, our ambitious goal is to have every single smallholder farmer in Nigeria who has limited access to extension advisory and support to know and use the National Hotline for Agriculture. No matter where the farmer is, no farmer, no matter how remote their location is, should be left without access to this vital resource. And it is possible because with just this phone number, oh, it's right there. I'm sure everybody has been curious about what the actual phone number. Don't worry, you don't have to dial it right now. We're still chatting. But yes, with just this phone number, even if all they have is 1 bar of network on their phone, they can get all the support they need to increase their productivity and income. We have incorporated real-time weather data and are working on real-time market price information to provide even more comprehensive support. Now, this could revolutionize how farmers plan their activities and make decisions. A farmer could call the hotline and ask, should I plant cassava this week? And the AI, drawing on up-to-date weather forecast, soil moisture data, and even satellite imagery, could provide a data-driven recommendation. In terms of market information, we're working on developing predictive models that can forecast price trends for different crops as the information is gathered based on their usage.
Now, this could help farmers make more informed decisions about what to plant and when to sell, potentially increasing their productivity and profitability significantly. But our vision goes beyond just expanding our reach. We're committed to continuously improving the quality and scope of our service. We're open to exploring partnerships with the different ministries, NGOs, DFIs, and leading agricultural institutions in Nigeria and internationally. Now, these collaborations will ensure that our AI system is always up to date with the latest agricultural innovations and best practices. To give you an idea of how impactful these collaborations can be, the hotline's accessibility means that millions of smallholder farmers can call in and share their challenges, needs, and progress. Agricultural intelligence powered by artificial intelligence. AI powered by AI. Now, this will make it possible to see the state of the nation's food security from the national level to a regional level to a state level and to a local government area level. We can disaggregate information by crop type, farming season, and farming activity. Our agricultural intelligence dashboard will enable policymakers and research institutions at a glance access all this information along with actionable recommendations to make quick decisions that can protect the food security of the nation. Now you'll be able to know when farmers are reporting certain diseases and infestations and quickly swing into action to protect the food security of the nation. Imagine a virtual town hall. Imagine a virtual town hall meeting with not hundreds, not thousands, but millions of smallholder farmers sharing the life conditions on their farms and suggesting opinions that can help policymakers craft and shape impactful beneficial policies. You'll be able to conduct surveys remotely across the entire country and hear from farmers directly on the best ways to support them. Imagine that future. That's the future Crop2Cash is making possible today with this hotline. Now, innovation is at the core of our future plans. Today, we support 3 to serve 38 million smallholder farmers. In the next 6 months and by January 2025, we'll be supporting other African languages like Swahili, Twi, French, and 10 more other languages widely spoken by farmers across Africa to potentially reach 200 million farmers in the next 18 months. Imagine a future where every farmer in Africa has a personal AI-powered agricultural expert in their pocket, available 24/7, with no internet required. An expert that knows the exact conditions of their farms, can predict weather conditions and patterns and market trends, and can provide advice that's tailored and not just to their crop, but to their specific goals and circumstances. That's the future we're working towards. Now, I want to speak directly to everyone here today, because each one of you is crucial, and you have a crucial role to play in realizing this vision. To all the farmers listening today, just like Mr. Corelia said, I heard you to take advantage of this service. It's free. It's available in your language. And it could transform your agricultural practices. Dial the hotline, ask your questions, and let us know how we can serve you better. Your feedback is invaluable in helping us to improve and refine this service. Remember, the hotline is not just a source of information. It's a tool for your own empowerment. Use it to grow your knowledge, use it to improve your yields, and build a better future for your families and communities. To our partners in the agricultural sector, I invite you to join us in this transformative journey. Your expertise, resources, and on-the-ground experience are crucial in ensuring that our AI system provides advice that's not just theoretically sound, but practically applicable. We're looking for partnerships to expand our knowledge base, validate our recommendations, and help us reach more farmers. Together, we can create a knowledge ecosystem that benefits every farmer in Africa. And to our friends in the government and policy-making bodies, your support and your invaluable support is important in making this go as wide as possible. We need the right sort of enabling environment to make agricultural innovation widespread. We need policies that support digital innovation in agriculture, the improvement of rural connectivity, and that incentivizes the adoption of sustainable farming practices. We call this the National Hotline for Agriculture, but it will only truly be national with your support. And that is what we seek. To the NGOs and the FIs and international development organizations, your experience in working with rural communities is invaluable. We invite you to partner with us in ensuring that this technology reaches the most vulnerable farmers and is used in the way that truly benefits them. Your insight and resources can help us ensure that our service is not just technologically advanced, but also socially impactful. And to the media representatives here, we need your help in spreading the word about this service. Many farmers who could benefit from this hotline may not yet know about it. Your reporting can play a crucial role in raising awareness and helping us reach every farmer in Nigeria. And together, we can create an agricultural revolution that will secure Nigeria's food future. And this is not just about technology, it's about working together to empower our farmers, strengthen our communities, and build a more prosperous Nigeria. To conclude, the National Hotline for Agriculture represents a significant leap forward in our quest to empower smallholder farmers and revolutionize agriculture in Nigeria. It's not just a hotline, it's a lifeline for millions of farmers across our great nation. Thank you all for your attention and support. And together, let's cultivate a brighter future for Nigerian agriculture. Together, let's sow the seeds of knowledge today for a bountiful harvest tomorrow. By bridging this knowledge gap, breaking down language barriers, and leveraging cutting-edge AI technology, we're paving the ways for a more productive, sustainable, and prosperous agricultural sector. We're not just solving today's problems, we're building the foundation for the future of farming in Nigeria. Now, this initiative embodies the spirit of innovation, collaboration that we need to address the complex challenges facing our agricultural sector. It shows that what's possible when we combine traditional farming wisdom with cutting-edge technology, when we bridge the gap between rural farmers and urban innovations. Remember, the future of our nation's food security lies in the hands of our smallholder farmers. And now, with this hotline, we're putting the power of knowledge and expertise in those very hands. We're empowering them, not just to feed their families, but to feed our nation and potentially the world. Now, as we launch this service today, we're not just launching a hotline, we're launching a new era in Nigerian agriculture, in African agriculture. An era where every farmer, no matter how remote their village, has access to the best agricultural service. An era where our farmers are empowered with knowledge to make the best decision for their farms and their futures. This is just the beginning. With your support, with your engagement, with your feedback, we can continue to improve and expand this service. We can create a future where every Nigerian agricultural farmer is the model for the world. Productive, sustainable, and prosperous. Thank you for all your attention. Together, let's cultivate a brighter future, and let's sow the seeds for a bountiful harvest for tomorrow. Thank you.
AI powered by AI for a model agriculture sector that is productive, sustainable, and prosperous. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are as impressed as I am by this groundbreaking technology, I would like us to give the entire team at Crop2Cash a standing ovation and a loud round of applause. AI powered by AI to put the power of food security in the hands of smallholder farmers. To the entire team at Crop2Cash, this is impressive, and a round of applause for you all. Well done. Thank you so much. You may have your seats. All right. I believe that everyone is excited to meet the new Bashiru. And unlike the other Bashiru, this one does not need, with just one bar of network, you can connect to Bashiru. Bashiru does not disappoint, unlike the other Bashiru. And I'm just impressed. I'm awed by this innovation. And like I said, it's not just a revolution. It's not just a tech innovation, it's a revolution. And this is super, super impressive. All right. Now I'm going to be calling on someone very, very, very important. I had initially mentioned his presence, but this time around we're going to be hearing from him for a couple of minutes while we round up the program. And I have the honor and the privilege of inviting on stage I love this bio. I'm so impressed by this bio. I'm introducing the agricultural development professional and the director R&D partnerships at USAID funded West Africa Trade and Investment Hub, Abuja. Mr. Emmanuel Azaino is the partnerships director at the West African Trade and Investment Hub, and he manages partnerships and grant portfolios for agricultural research and development. He's also representing Cultivating New Frontiers in Agriculture, that's CNFA, at the West African Trade Hub and Investment Hub, all right? He is the head of the Agricultural Economic Growth at the services for 6 years. He was the head of the Agricultural and Economic Growth at the Catholic Relief Services for 6 years. He is so impressive, and his goal is to make sure that agriculture is reaching new frontiers, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa. And we have the privilege of welcoming him on stage to give us one of the closing keynote messages. I can see him smiling, so I know that he's ready for us. Ladies and gentlemen, with a round of applause, I would like you to welcome on stage Mr. Emmanuel Azaino for the closing keynote messages. A round of applause for Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you so much for being here with us from the beginning till now. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Today is a very, very happy day for me because I've come to witness something that is going to be a game changer in Nigeria agriculture sector. This is the spirit that has driven some of us over the years. And to see something like this happen and witness it, I tell you, is a very happy day for me. How will this technology be changing the game in agric in Nigeria and Africa? So many ways that this is going to happen. From what we have been told, we have seen that this technology can be used by any farmer, irrespective of the kind of phone you have. Whether it's an Android, smartphone, basic phone, you can use this technology, which means that most of our farmers are already included. And then you look at the language, variation. If you can't speak English, you can use it. You speak Yoruba, you speak Igbo, you speak Hausa, you can use it. So that is including most of our farmers. Most of the information that farmers have access to, sometimes they are documented, and because of the complexity of having to comb through written material, sometimes it's challenging to get information. But with this technology, you just dial your phone and the information is delivered directly to you, which I think is a step ahead of written information. One of our farmers also mentioned the fact that there are so many fake inputs. I mean, agrochemicals, fertilizer everywhere. But with this kind of technology, you can be directed to where you can get authentic input, and that can enhance, farmer productivity. Michael also mentioned the issue of inadequate extension agents in Nigeria. It's not only in Nigeria, across Africa, and even across the world. Ideal farmer to extension agent ratio is supposed to be maybe 1 to 100, 1 to 120. But look at Nigeria, we are still grappling with 1 to 10,000. But with this technology, I tell you, the problem of extension is reduced to very, very minimal, because farmers can access, this information anywhere, they are. Now, one of the challenges of extension is the currency of the information provided. Sometimes you meet some extension agents and the information they have to give to farmer is information of some 2 years ago or 3 years ago. But with this technology, the information that farmers are going to be getting is current and updated, which is a great, great plus. And thanks to Crop2Cash for this innovation. Another thing that I was reflecting on while I was seated there is the issue of transportation costs. Now look at the cost of petrol, the cost of fuel, diesel, and with this technology, you really don't need to be moving about spending your money on transportation. So this is a technology that is coming at the right time, to us, because it can help reduce extension agent, farmers' transportation costs. And I tell you, the cost of food today, one of the contributors to the cost of food in Nigeria today is the high cost of transportation. And this technology, I tell you, can actually help in reducing the cost of food production, which is a great, great, advantage to us. And I look at it also because I was sitting close to Kuzai there. I said, how will this technology even make life easy for a financial institution? One of the challenges that financial institutions have is the problem of, giving money to farmers, and you are not sure if these farmers have access to the right information. You are not sure if these farmers can actually carry out, their production and be able to pay you back at the end of the season. But with this AI, farmers have access to information, access to, almost all the things, challenges that can help reduce the chances of being able to pay back the loan. So it's a whole world that this technology has come to change. And I really, really want to appreciate Crop2Cash for this innovation. And I want to encourage all stakeholders to take this hotline information and get it to farmers. Get it to everyone, because the more people get to know about it and make use of it, that is when the advantage of this technology can, be realized by farmers and by all of us. So this is my call to all of us, the media, stakeholders, financial institutions, NGOs. Please take this number, get it out there. Michael, I want to believe that there may be some strategies that you may need to put in place to get the number to the last mile where the farmers are, so that it can be well used. And I want to really, really appreciate you, Michael, and Crop2Cash team, and GSMA also, for this innovation. Thank you very much.
Another round of applause for Mr. Emmanuel Azaino. Thank you. so much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have had an amazing day together. We are going to be closing out now, but like Mr. Emmanuel Azaino said, for those of us who are in the room, we are going to be the front runners of this innovation. So make sure that you get this information to the last mile farmer. Make sure that everyone in your network, the farmers, even the financial investors, everyone in agriculture gets to hear about the national hotline. And before we close out, I would like to once again thank everyone who has made today possible, starting with Mr. Emmanuel Azaino. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Mr. Chika, for being here. Thank you so much, Mr. Ernest Ihedibo, for being here. Thank you so much, Mr. Kudze, for being here. Thank you so much, Wade, for being here. And for those who made it possible for this entire event and launch, a round of applause once again to the Crop2Cash team, to the GSMA team, and even in partnership with the Ministry of Agriculture and Communications. Thank you to everyone who has worked behind the scenes to bring this innovation to life. And like I said at the beginning, it's not every day that you get front row seats to the launch of not just a tech innovation, but a revolution that is going to change the face of agriculture in Nigeria. Once again, thank you so much for being a part of the launch of a new era of Nigeria's agriculture sector. A round of applause for yourselves for being a part of this. All right. Also, in order to make the hotline, more available, and then agriculture cooler for me, for the young people in the room personally, I think by now, if you're not involved in agriculture, you're already interested, or like we say, ginger to go into the sector, because this is making agriculture super cool, right? This is AI powered by AI, and there's never been a better time to be involved. And I think that it's worthy to mention that the reason this innovation is super important is because about 80%, right, of farmers in Nigeria are smallholder farmers, but they are responsible for a large percent of our crop production. So by giving them the power for better agriculture, the food security of the country is more secure. And just on a lighter note, with this, by next year, with the help of the National Hotline for Agriculture, better yield for our farmers, we will not have the pandemic of having to use watermelon, cucumbers, and papayas to make stew, because farmers would have, had enough tomatoes to go around. For those of you that are smiling, people that are not smiling, it's like you don't know what's going on. There's a pandemic right now. I think there's tomato scarcity, very expensive, and so people are resorting to watermelon stew, cucumber stew, papaya stew, and all of that. But I believe that with the National Hotline for Agriculture, for people like Mr. Akerele, who was so, where's Mr. Akerele? I enjoyed his interview so much. He and the other farmers are going to give us more than enough tomatoes next year, and there will be no pandemic. All right, a quick one is, how many of us here have WhatsApp on your phone? You have, okay, everybody. Yeah, I should ask, just to be sure. All right, there's also something else that is going to be launched. If you open up your WhatsApp right now, please, I'll indulge you to bring out your phones, open up your WhatsApp, and search for the channels feature. That's if you've updated your app. If your app is not updated, you're not going to see channels. But if you open up your app, there's a section for the channels. When you go to the section for the channels, you realize that you're going to see different channels ranging, from entertainment to sports and all of that. But there's almost no channel dedicated to agriculture, where people can get information, network, and just stay up to date about what's happening in the sector. And in line with the National Hotline for Agriculture, the team at Crop2Cash is going to be launching the official WhatsApp channel that is going to be called Agriculture in Nigeria. Now, for this one, you don't have to be like Mr. Akerele that has a farm. As long as you're in this room, you need information on the sector. You need to know about, cash crops you can invest in, even though you don't want to like cultivate them yourself. It's going to be a packed channel, lots of information, actionable steps. So you can go to your WhatsApp now and search for agriculture in Nigeria and join the channel. Immediately after this launch, that channel is going to go live, and we're going to be having amazing, groundbreaking information to share. And trust me, you can invite as many people as you want, because that channel is going to give you all the information that you need to thrive in the sector. All right. Now, I'm also going to be closing out in couple of seconds, but I'm going to encourage us, like I said at the beginning, in this room, we have media professionals, we have agri-input suppliers, we have extension agents, we have farmers, we have civil servants, we have financial investors like Mr. Kuze, and Mr. Wade, amazing personalities. And I would like us to be intentional about networking, get to meet someone. Don't just know their name and what they do. Find out how you guys can partner, how you guys can collaborate, on different endeavors. All right. Now, So without much further ado, I would like to bring this launch to a close. I feel sad going home. I don't know. This launch was so amazing. I enjoyed it. Exhibition. All right. So, like you noticed when you're coming in, there are exhibition stands outside. Please make your way outside after this. Check out the exhibition stands, learn one or two, find the opportunity to network. And I'm very big on collaborations, because I believe that from this room, we're going to have, partnership and collaborations that will also change the face of the industry, just like Crop2Cash is doing in partnership with GSMA. I feel like we should clap for the team again, because this is super amazing. Another round of applause for the team at Crop2Cash and GSMA. Thank you so much for making this possible, and make sure that you spread the word until the last mile farmer knows that there is now a new Bashiru in town. And I'd like us to say this together. Tomorrow is going to be a good day. Again, tomorrow is going to be a good day. So ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to jam your hands together, because you've just witnessed the launch of a revolution that is changing the face of agriculture in Nigeria. Thank you so much for being here with us. We will never forget today. And welcome to the National Hotline for Agriculture. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Do enjoy the rest of your day, and see you outside at the exhibition stands, please. Get to know somebody, network, and please join us at the exhibition stands outside. Check out the exhibition stand outside. Network with at least 3 people, find out what they do and how you guys can collaborate. Thank you so much for being here. Spread the word, post it on social media, let your community know that there is a new, not even new, the first national hotline for agriculture in Nigeria. Thank you to everyone who made it here. Thank you so much. please check out the exhibition stand outside. Duke meets a farmer, network, and gets the new Bashir.